For women who are pregnant again after a previous pregnancy loss, it's not so easy to bond with the baby as most people might think. Even though you're excited, you're probably very happy and full of joy and bliss that your rainbow baby is on its way. I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of anxiety and fear and just concern and worry as well. And so you may not be sure how to really connect with your baby. Don't worry, I got you. Keep watching. Peace and infinite blessings and rainbows to you. My name is Sunshine Cummings. I'm a mindset coach, healer, and doula, and you are watching Heal with Sunshine TV. All right, so how can you start bonding with your baby? Today I have 5 simple, easy ways. It may not be so easy emotionally and mentally, but these are very practical, easy things you can do to begin bonding with your baby starting now. Okay, so number 1, talk to your baby. Talk to your baby. Don't worry about if they can actually hear you or not audibly. There is a soul there. There is a being that you're creating, that you're growing, that you're nurturing. Talk to it. Let it know how you feel. When you have bad days, if something makes you sad, if you cry, like, talk to your baby. Let your baby know it's okay. Mama's going through a time, because believe it or not, babies can feel your energy. They can feel they're part of you, not just physically, but energetically and emotionally as well, psychologically. So anything that you experience, they experience. And so when you're stressed, they get stressed. When you're nervous, they tend to feel nervousness and anxiety. And so let them know mama's okay. It's all right. I'm just going through something right now, but we're going to be okay. I got this, because you're their protector. They're looking to you to nurture them, right? To protect them in all aspects. So just talk to them. Have conversations with them. Let them know about your day. Let them know about how you're feeling, how you cannot wait to hold them and play with them and nurture them and teach them and bond with them in the physical, right? Babies respond to that because you're creating an energy, you're creating a vibration, you're creating a feeling that they can also vibrate on and experience as well. So it's so important, especially for you mamas who have experienced loss. I know it's hard, and you may not feel comfortable doing it because the rejection, the pain that you may have felt with your previous loss, but it's so important. It's so important that this baby knows that it's wanted and that you're so ready to meet it, because that can help. That can help to foster that connection and that anchor for that soul into the physical plane. Okay? So it will come through, because that's ultimately what we want. We want to meet our rainbows. All right, number 2, play music for the baby. Again, this is one of those things. Maybe the further along you are, the better. You can start earlier, but definitely once you know that baby can hear externally, then music is great. Whatever music you like. If you like classical, jazz, there have been studies in the past that show that, like, it was called Baby Einstein, but I think it was Beethoven and Mozart, classical, they're not called songs, symphonies, whatever they're called. When you play those for babies, when they're born and even in the womb, that it helps to develop their cognitive skills and their mental functionings, their psychological functionings and stuff like that. So playing music for baby is great, but it does not have to be classical. It doesn't have to be jazz. It can be whatever you like. You can sing to your baby, sing lullabies and different things like that. I hope that's not one of my tips, is it? No. Music, singing, song, all of that. Anything that creates like a rhythm, great way to bond with your baby. Number 3, read to baby. Read to baby. Reading is so fundamental. And when you start, believe it or not, from the womb, it fosters and creates this love for reading and love for books when they're born. I'm telling you no lie. I did it with my rainbow baby, and he is just like a brainiac, so to speak. He's super brilliant and smart. I have videos in my phone of him I mean, he wasn't even 2 yet, and he could recognize numbers and recognize letters. The first time he recognized a letter, I was like, I thought, oh, he's just saying, oh, he's saying O for everything. But no, he really knew his letters. Like, he knew O, A, B. I was so floored. Like, what? But I definitely did read to him, and some other things once he was born. But reading to baby, you can read lullabies. You can read Mother Goose. Like, read, what are those called? Mother Goose. I have a Mother Goose book over here somewhere. Nursery rhymes. That's it. Read nursery rhymes. Just, little things that have like a rhythm and a flow. Poetry, all that. Stories. Great, great, great things to read to your baby. Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, you can read from your whatever holy text you use. If you happen to be in a particular religion, you can read from the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or any Buddhist text or what are the Hindu scriptures called? Dang, this is gonna bother me, y'all. I'm not pregnant. I do not have pregnancy brain. Gosh. The sutras, right? Okay. So whatever, like start to build that relationship and form that bond and just read things to your baby that you want that baby to kind of absorb and to know and grow into. Okay. Number four. This is a great one. And a lot of people don't even know that they can do this. But number 4 is meditate with and for your baby. I took a class with AOL, Art of Living. It's an institute, Art of Living Institute, whatever. It's an organization, Art of Living. And they teach different breathing techniques, different meditations. And one of the courses that I took taught a meditation. And it was one of the most, probably the gentlest course that they teach. And what we learned in that course is that meditation twice a day is ideal. But if you're pregnant, you can meditate up to 3 times a day because you're doing it twice for yourself and once for your baby. So it is possible for you to not only meditate for yourself, for you to get the benefits of meditation, but also you can do it for your baby while it's in your womb. How amazing is that, right? So meditate with your baby. So for your meditation, and then also meditate for your baby. Great, great, great way to bond with baby. You may even feel like baby communicating or hear baby communicating with you through your meditation. Once you quiet all the chatter, silence all the external noise, and you just go within, baby's within, right? Baby's within. So when you calm everything and you go within, great way to bond and create that connection with baby and listen for anything baby may have to say to you or any messages baby may have for you. Okay, number 5, pretty obvious, but again, not so obvious, but touch your baby. Clearly, the bigger you grow, the easier it is to physically touch your baby. But even if you're in your first trimester, your second trimester, and you can't feel a head or you can't feel a back or a spinal cord or feel a little knee or a little elbow poking through, even if you're not able to feel those things just yet, you can just put your hand on your womb, like touch it. You know your baby's in there, and just you can combine that with the talking to baby and just kind of like you're massaging baby and caressing it, even though it may not physically feel it. Remember, everything is energy, everything is vibration. It can sense that you're doing that and essentially feel it. So once you're bigger, when you touch baby, you can create a game out of it. Like you can poke over here on the belly, and then the baby might kick over here on the other side, and just make it fun. Just do fun things with it. So depending on what stage of pregnancy you're at, which trimester, it would depend on how you're able to touch your baby, but it's so essential and very, very, very great way to bond with your baby. Okay, so those were the 5 ways that I have for you to start bonding with your baby. Those are actual ways that you can start to create a connection, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally, spiritually as well through the meditation. And if you choose to read from a spiritual or religious type of text, you're creating those types of bonds. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to meet your rainbow baby and to just start to be okay. Now, I understand that there's a loss, right? And there's probably a lot of grief surrounding that. But as you overcome the grief, as you start to feel, as you start to heal from that, it allows you and opens the space and the way for you to make connections with what you're currently nurturing, what you're currently creating, right? Because they're both very important, but we don't want to get so caught up in the past and so wrapped around in our grief over here that we forget to nurture what's growing right here in the present. Okay, so if you are struggling really, 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 really badly, or not even so badly, but you just have some healing that you need to do around your grief for your previous losses. You want to be able to connect with this baby. You want to not feel the guilt of releasing, not really releasing, but healing from that pain so that you can nurture this new creation. And you want some help with that, hit me up. My information is in the boxes below where you can find me. I offer consultations, coaching, different things like that. Also doula services as well if you're actually looking for a doula who can relate to the grief that you are going through, to the fact that you've had previous losses, because there are some doulas who have not experienced that. And so they come from a place of what doulas do, but they're missing that component of being able to relate to you on that level and things that you may need, not just as far as a birth plan or not just as far as the physical aspects of a birth plan, but also some of the emotional and psychological things that you may be requiring as well because of your previous losses. So I pray that this was helpful for you, that you got some very valuable information. Let me know by liking, commenting. If you have any questions or comments, drop those below as well. I'll get back to you. Please share, and subscribe. And remember, you are not alone. I'm here for you. You got this. Peace and infinite blessings and rainbows to you. See you in the next video.